Okay, forgot to make an intro. Just editing the third part to this video right now, but I'm just gonna make this brief. I'm installing a couple parts here and doing a couple things that I wanted to do for a while, but I'm just trying to cross it off the list. Trying to get this truck done, and here we go. We're right back into it where part 2 left off. Okay, so I was looking around. I checked every drawer I had. Turns out it was where I thought it was. But I got this Summit -6 fuel filter. And then I just stuck an end on here. I had just made an order to Summit. Got a couple extra fittings just to have in stock. But another one of these. When I built the truck, there is not a fuel filter. I don't think the element in this filter is replaceable. I think you just get a whole new fuel filter. But I mean, something's better than nothing. I forget. This is -6. Just looked on the Summit website and they said this has a stainless steel reusable 40 micron filter. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. But that's it. I tried twisting, it's really tight, so this is $27. I mean, something's better than nothing. So I said I was going to use this fuel filter here. This is a 40 micron filter. It's just a little too small, so I said while I'm doing this I might as well just do it. And I got a 10 micron filter off the Summit website. It's a little bit bigger. I'm going to install that. I got a couple extra fittings, some other stuff, but that's good for a carbureted setup. 40 micron, and everything I've seen in all my research says that a 10 micron is better or the best for a fuel injected setup. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to go into there, find the feed line, cut a little section out of it, and then get a heat gun and just push these fittings on over it. Try and mount this, and I'll show you where I get. Okay, that's what I came up with. Mounted just like that. I just gotta zip tie all the wires, but we're gonna test to see if it leaks first. Yeah, there's a leak. Fuck. Okay, I tightened up the leak. For some reason the front fitting had to get cranked down way tighter than the back one, but it stopped leaking. And I had the truck running for about 20-25 minutes. Seems fine. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. That kind of stuff sketches me out, but I think it's fine. I think the truck's all wrapped up. I just went over everything underneath it. Seems fine. Lowered it back down. And then I got a killer deal over the weekend. I put a cover on there. I went to buy new wheels and tires for my pickup truck, my 2500 HD. So I bought new wheels for my 2500 HD, and they're on the truck already. New aluminum wheels, well, not new but used, for 200 bucks. But you could just see, I think this is why, this is one of the better wheels too. I think this is why I had a shake going down the highway. So that's junk. Tires are still good. Also got a spare, got a wiring harness and computer and everything for the LS motors and stuff for free. The guy just kept giving me free stuff. I have throttle cables, alternator starter. I have parts everywhere. I'm still pulling parts out of the back of the truck. But I got that little fuse box cover there, so I decided to drill a couple holes in the side and zip tie it down. And it looks better than just a million different colors of fuses there. One more thing that I plan on doing to this truck, and I think she'll be done, and that's everything that's on my list of what I wanted to do to this truck. Here's a little tips of the day. This thing I just got kicks ass. It's pretty punk rock. And I was doing some wiring here, but I'm gonna throw all these out right now. Do not use these. Throw them right in the garbage. They should sell everything 10 cents cheaper, just not to include these. Also throwing out all of these. Do not use those butt connectors. What you're going to want to use, just got a whole new batch in. You need the ones with the heat shrink on there. So that's tech tip. Alright, here's the finish update. I was going to put it as another video, but I got carried away. I ordered some tint and started doing it. These aren't bubbles, these are what's in the glass. It's the glass separating. I have 50% tint that I might do the entire windshields with, but this is 20. It looks way darker here than it actually is. But just a little bit of privacy. I think it gives it a little bit different of a look. I don't like the fishbowl look. Girlfriend did this side. Did a pretty good job. This is made out of silicone, this part of the window here, so you can see there's a little strip there. I'm going to touch up with either Sharpie or tint spray or something, but you know, we're not professionals here. You can see there's a line everywhere. Yeah, right there. It's a little hard to do. A bunch of bubbles came in there. I'm not a professional, don't want to be, but I think I'm going to do 50% on that just to even it out the look, and I think that's the look that I'm after. Man, that looks good.
Well, here we are. He's doing nothing, but the Studebaker is tinted. Check it out. Ooh. Dang, check it out. It's a whole new world around here, guys.
Okay, I'm out here with the Studebaker, having a little test drive here. Let me just give you a walk around. She's done. I tinted the front windshield. Well, actually, I had the girlfriend do it. 50%. It looks a little bit darker. It looks as dark as that. But when you open the door, you can't even hardly tell. I've driven it every day to work so far this week, and with the low beams on, I haven't even turned the high beams on. You can see everything fine. It just gives you a little bit of privacy. It gives that nice little street rod, hot rod look I was looking for, and it's doing great. So I'm loving the truck again. Always did, but I totally missed it. It's back better than it ever was. All the work I've done to it, it's definitely way better than it was. So with all the work we were doing, and I rewired the entire truck, the only thing that went wrong with the entire build, or rebuild of this truck, I forgot to put one spark plug wire on. So when I first started it, you saw in the previous video, it was clicking all over the place. The spark was arcing off the coil. When I was wiring, I never put it on. You can see how good it works. The fan just kicked on, but the coil was arcing, and put it back on, it was fine. And then I tightened the exhaust V-band clamp, really easy to do. And everything worked except the 12-volt outlet for like the cigarette lighter and the charger. There's a relay inside the fuse box that you saw. There's one wire. I just had to put an eyelet on it and add it to switch power. I never did that. It was cut. I just needed to strip it and connect it. It was ready to go. That was the only thing I forgot. And I drove it on Memorial Day weekend, put just about 100 miles on it, and truck was doing great. So those were the only problems with it, and there was one other casualty. So I have this handle in my hand here. So the girlfriend's a little rough on equipment, and you can see there's no way to set screw this here. I don't have the actual handle like that side, so this came in a bucket full of crap. So basically I had this double nuts here welded to here, and a weld snapped. I did this with that shitty Eastwood welder I had, so I have a better welder. I shouldn't have a single problem with this, so I'm gonna double weld two nuts again. Maybe I'll go with a little bit bigger of a nut just to get more penetration in there, and hopefully she won't break it again. So I'm probably gonna fix that off camera. You can see how I did it. I think I showed it in a previous video, but other than that, everything is good. I'm gonna end the series, and you just see my glove box radio. I was just jamming Bluetooth on there. This thing's working awesome. You see the trip meter. I have zero complaints. You can see the window tint, if it focuses, is not perfect. I'm not going to worry about window tint. The truck is not perfect. Put a couple stickers on it, but besides that, everything's fine. The battery's still mounted back there. Everything's good. I'm super happy with the truck. I couldn't be more happy with it, honestly. Well, my intentions of this was, I was trying to end this as a project. It'll never totally be done. I'll always want to make changes. Something will need to be tweaked here and there. But I crossed every single thing off my list that I wanted to get done for so long. So I have other projects to focus on. I have other goals and other things to take care of. So I will be back with other projects and other things, but this truck's gonna take a little bit of break. If something happens, I will show it. If you want to see more with it, just let me know what you want to see with it, but I just wanted to wrap this up entirely. Let's get a big rainstorm. I'm gonna put her away in the garage, so I don't like to drive it too much in the rain, but we'll turn the AC on. We got fuel, and we're just gonna go for a little bit of a cruise. Cool. Key fell out of the ignition. I was wondering what that was. So the camera got a little wiggly, but we'll put her down. Key's back where it belongs. But this truck drives so good. If we get a chance to build something like this, do it.